This episode of Scoop B Radio is brought to you by Green Line Movers. Green Line Movers is New Jersey-based, East Coast branched. Visit www.greenlinemovers.com. Being one of the most trusted names in moving service, you'll get first-class treatment for your belongings for both your residential, commercial, and flat-rate moving needs. Your moving process with Greenline Movers is in 3 easy steps. First, call 973-362-5736 to get your free of cost estimate. Secondly, you'll get your estimate. And lastly, once you get your moving date, you'll be packed up and ready to move to your destination. Seems pretty easy, right? Well, what are you waiting for? Pick up the phone now and call 973-362-5736. And while you're at it, tell them Scoop B sent you. Scoop B Radio.
DJ Manny.
L.
Scoop B Radio. You know it's official if Barry Bonds said, yo, the best in the business. That's word of Scoop. You either tuning in or reading the word from Scoop. He give you the business. He show you the proof. If Scoop B say it, you know it's the truth. Sports and entertainment, he give you the mix. Some of the biggest interviews, he give you the fix. On iTunes, the #1 podcast, the Jordan, the journalist, the GOAT, so why ask?
Watch out.
About it. If he naming them, ScoopD.com, do numbers like Chamberlain. Pin game is a gift, got the gift to gab. If he say it is gospel, it's as simple as that. Now pay attention and you can see the way it go. Enough of this talking. This is Scoop B Radio.
You're listening to Scoop B Radio.
Get on his Instagram now.
At
Follow
Scoop
him.
B.
At Scoop B. Follow him.
Yes, sir.
You're listening to Scoop B Radio with Brandon Robinson. Scoop B Radio.
What's going on, everybody? Brandon Scoop B Robinson. Video edition of Scoop B Radio. We had to make sure that ladies went first. No different because we have the Atlanta Dream's Cheyenne Parker. Ms. Parker, welcome to Scoop B Radio.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You just finished working out. I can't tell.
I tried.
Rattles out Lavender. A second chance. And Parker has a chance at the three-piece. And was the Naismith Defensive Player of the Year. But Parker having her way against her early tonight. 13-point lead. Biggest lead of the night. And Parker going coast to coast with it.
You were traded from Chicago. Remember this guy to the Dream.
I wasn't traded, but I signed with the Atlanta Dream. I was a free agent.
Okay, so why the Dream?
A few reasons. You know, it was definitely a business decision. It was something that I felt was important for the business side of my career. And also just on the court, like I'm looking forward to being a go-to post player, being a dominant post player. So I'm just like, it was kind of like a win-win. You know, they was offering me a great number that I really couldn't refuse. So
I saw you going to work in the Wubble.
Something slight.
How was that different for you? Did it, on the NBA side, players have shared with me that it felt like the most expensive summer camp ever.
It was definitely like summer camp. I could agree with that for sure.
Did you compare notes with some of your NBA counterparts?
No.
What was the Wubble like for you guys?
For the women, I'm not too familiar with how it was for the men, but for us,
right,
it was very collegey. Everything about college. We seen each other every day. I lived in a hotel, so it felt like a dorm room. The meals were real collegey, like it was like a buffet style, but they served it like they gave you your scoop of food. So it was definitely different. The no fans thing really wasn't too different because they didn't have stands, like they just blacked out the side. So it really, I couldn't tell. I don't know about other players, but to me, it just was, we just hooping. Like I didn't really notice.
Some of the NBA guys have shared with me just the level of mental health being an issue. More specifically, just wanted to talk to somebody, seeing family and more. I know that you're a big advocate for mental health. Pros and cons of being in the arena without fans, without being with your family and more. Excuse me.
Yeah. I think obviously the one pro about not having any access to fans or family or friends, acquaintances, etc., was just the ability to focus more on basketball, and focus on what it is, the goal is for you or for the team. But there's also a lot of cons. The mental health is important, and it definitely is difficult. Just playing every other day, and then having to continue to do the exact same routine every day, getting something stuck up your nose every day, eating the same food every day, seeing the same faces every day. It was definitely redundant. So the mental health was difficult to maintain. For me, I definitely use music as an outlet. Like, I listen to music. Like, I was the one person in the bubble. Like, everybody knew when CP was around because I had my speaker playing out loud. I didn't care. The bubble was IMG Academy, so we would ride our bikes everywhere. So I'd be on my bike looking like Debo, ride my bike with a JBL speaker, just playing my music. Like, that was what got me through it. But
So two things. One, you talked about Debo, so I have to insert that's my bike, punk.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, Tiny Lester, for real. Were you more of Friday after next, or next Friday fan?
Friday. Christmas all day.
The original.
All day, yeah, for sure.
The original.
Smokey is my guy.
Are you looking for? I think they're lying. It's kind of like the Dr. Dre album that never came out, the Detox. I don't feel like they're ever gonna come out with another Friday.
I don't know. They might, because I didn't think they was gonna come out with another Bad Boys, and they did that. So you never know. They might surprise us. But
the crazy thing is, I liked the Friday sound. I liked the Bad Boys soundtrack better than I liked the movie. The last one.
Oh, the last one. I have to listen back to the soundtrack because I really don't remember it.
They had the Uptown Vibes remix.
Oh, okay.
That was giving me hype.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that.
You made mention of the fact that you were at IMG Academy, and you had the boombox on every day. I want to delve into that a little more because a birdie told me that your hidden talent is that you actually can sing your behind off.
Yes, I do like singing. It's definitely my favorite pastime hobby. I do. I enjoy it.
So that's significant because for me, in the shower, Usher sings my octave range. Whose range are you in? Can you switch? Who's your go-to in the shower?
In the shower, I mean, I'm bold in the shower. In the shower, I'll go to like some Patti LaBelle, like what's that one song where I was really playing with my pitch and my octaves? You know that song, Patty?
No, you keep going.
I'll go. I can't think of what it's called. If you only knew, I think how much I do. That one. You know how she was playing with it in the end? So I shocked myself. I was playing with that in the shower. I think my voice develops just the more I sing. I sing a lot. I sing just in my, like I said, in my pastime. So it's definitely developing. Maybe one day I will pursue that. I don't know.
She said, "If I'm not singing it out." You was like, "If only you knew." That's all I know. I just know that part. And I think of Patty Pies while I'm singing it.
Patty went to work on that song, honey. He was not playing with it.
No. Body image is something, particularly with athletes. I feel like it's different with women athletes in other sports besides professional basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like it's taboo. And I feel like the new breed of women athletes like yourself and others, the new school, of bringing in a level, not bringing it. If we're in church, when you got the choir director, you bring it up another octave.
Yeah.
Body image to me and feminism in relation to being an athlete, I think is interesting because you're a model and you recently released your 2021 calendar. I'm curious to know what is different from your perspective, what's different in this class of women's basketball players in years past? And did you have that goal of kind of being that light and being part of that new school?
Mm-hmm. I think that basketball is such a masculine sport overall that we've been put in this category that we can't be feminine women as well. Mm-hmm. And something that I've always, like, one of the players that I always looked up to and really admired was Tina Thompson because of the lipstick she would wear on her lips.
Facts.
And that was kind of what motivated me to start doing my little, like in college, I had a little signature. I wore colored lip gloss. And like that was my signature like thing. Like, right. And I lost my lights. Sorry.
You're good.
And so I think that for sure, like me being as bold as I am and like like I've always had a very rebellious spirit. I don't like following the rules. I don't like, being a yes sir or yes ma'am type of person. That's just not my nature. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'm definitely a big part in changing that mindset because it's okay for me to be sexy, just like another woman who is being sexy. Like just because I'm a basketball player doesn't mean I can't be sexy. And I think like for a long time, that's been a stigma. That's been something that women forgot. And I think honestly, like with the lingerie and stuff, I really think by me posting some of the things I posted, it allowed other girls to know like, oh, it's okay to post this. Let me show my little body too. And I've been seeing it more and I'm just like clapping like, go ahead, sis, go ahead, queen, because we need those endorsements. We deserve those endorsements and those opportunities just like any other beautiful professional woman that's in the professional light. So I just I'm a big advocate for that.
Parker drawing the foul and a chance at another 3-point play.
When Cheyenne is pumped up.
It was interesting. I was reading and I saw something along the lines of when it comes to endorsements or sponsorships, women's sports receive only 1% of all sponsorship dollars. That sucks.
Scoop B Radio.
That wasn't a question, it was a statement, but I mean, like
it does. I agree with you. That's the reason why I created an online business and created my own outlet to try to not only just like put myself out there for these brand endorsers, but also just like build awareness. Like I'm here and I exist. Like, and I really genuinely believe that I have the ability, like, cause sometimes it'll make you question, just the lack thereof. Sometimes I'll be like, maybe it just ain't, I ain't got the look, but.
You sure about that?
I believe I do.
QGTM, Queens gets the money. You were born in Queens, moved around. You talked about your brand and your business. You have a calendar. I saw it. You showing off. Tell us more about it, how people get it, and some of the endeavors that you have going on.
Well, I actually sold out of the physical copy. All the physical copies are gone for 2021. But I am selling the digital on my website. And I also have like motivational quote gear that I sell on my website as well. And then I'm also getting ready to launch some sea moss capsules, elderberry capsules, soursop capsules, and some oils. Like one thing I'm really like a big advocate on is health. Because without health, like everything else doesn't matter, building wealth, building success, building a name. Like if I'm sick, none of that will mean anything. So that's something I really I'm pushing heavy on, and I look forward to launching that soon.
Liz Cambage was the first pro athlete to endorse Savage, the Savage and Fenty collaboration
Yes.
by Rihanna. Her birthday was the other day.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
What does that mean in terms of future endorsement and sponsorship opportunities for women athletes?
Man, it was super pivotal for so many reasons. Like, and what's funny is that her and I have a, like, it's really more of a basketball rival. So when that happened, like, I'm always been a fan. Like, she's a beautiful woman, so successful, carries herself so well as a 6'8" woman. So when that happened, I was like hurt because I had been reaching out and like tagging. I'm like, everybody, like every picture I post in some laundry, I'm like, everybody tag Savage X Fenty, like trying to, So when it happened, I was a little hurt. I was like, damn, they still ain't seen me yet. But I was also really excited because it's super pivotal. Like, she's the first. So that means now the door is open. Like, she opened the door for people like myself trying to make a name and like get the same type of following that she has, because I think that's what it is. Like, that's what I'm starting to think, that like, because I don't have a lot of followers on Instagram, they're like not even interested in endorsing me. Like, you have to have at least 500,000 to get any attention. That's at least that's how it feels. But it's really dope. I think it's super exciting for Liz to be with Savage X Fenty, and I think this is just a step in the right direction. It's going to continue to grow. At least I hope. Like, for me, Ivy Park is like my top of the list. Like, I will probably cry if they just send me some stuff, and I just model it for them. That's it.
Word.
They ain't got to pay me.
No. You said something just about sponsorship stuff. I remember like summer ago, I tweeted that I was at a meeting and I was eating Nutella, and I was like, it's dope. I remember eating Nutella for the first time when I was in college. Snuck in this dude's room, saw it, yo, what's that? And I took the jar and ran with it. And then I got an email from Nutella, like, we want to send you a jar. And they gave me like customized Scoop B jars. Like, yeah, like with all my catchphrases, like it was like with my merch, like different things. Here's my question. I want to take that and raise you this. Like, aside from fashion, like if you had your ideal collaboration that had nothing to do necessarily with fashion, like things you like every day. You talked about lip gloss. Your lip gloss is popping, but like what other things would you find like dope to like do some type of collaboration with that may not be directly apparel, but other things?
Scoop B Radio.
I never actually thought about other things besides apparel, honestly. But I do like the idea, and I'm definitely always open to partnering and brand building and helping other brands too. Like, I'm definitely open to it. I've never been like, one thing about me, like I definitely like doing everything I can, and that's how I got to the little 131 I got now. Is just from doing every interview I can, going to every camp I can, and I do that stuff for free, doing photo shoots, but doing my own photo shoots, investing in myself. So for sure, I would definitely be for that. For sure.
The Atlanta Dream helped flip the Senate vote.
Yes.
Warnock campaign specifically.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to be a part of a team like that?
It's amazing, and I'm excited for the new ownership that's getting ready to come. I'm excited for next season to continue, because the fight ain't over. It really just began. So I'm excited to continue to make noise in the community. I'm excited to get into the community there and get to the schools and really help make a difference in the community of Atlanta. The schools that people don't want to go to, that's the schools that I would like to pay most attention to, the ones that are neglected.
I was looking at an interview I think you did last year. When COVID first hit, I think you were in France.
Yes.
So what was it like, quarantine like in France? How was it different in France versus the States?
It was really different. So even right now, I just actually got back from France about 2 weeks ago, and it's still curfew and things close at 6 o'clock p.m. So right now, for me, and then there's no restaurants. Like there's no restaurants open. It's only takeout. Can't sit inside. Can't sit outside. Nothing. So yeah, it's definitely different. They have different rules. They're a lot more strict over there as far as like sticking to the quarantine. Like here in the US, it seems like nobody really cares about the rules. Ever since the beginning, like even when I came back home, it was just so different as far as like how serious they took it versus how serious we took it.
I remember like my senior year of high school was probably the last time that I was able to just kind of like sit in one place and reflect, not going away to college, not, traveling and doing things like that. What is something about you that you learned about yourself, one, and two, that you kind of improved on, or a project you got done?
You mean like from COVID?
Yeah, like last year when it began.
Yeah. For me, one thing I learned about myself is that I have a lot more to offer than just basketball. I was kind of forced to change my mindset. Like my mindset before COVID was ball is life. I got it tatted on me and everything. Like it's just always been my motto. So when COVID hit and basketball was taken, I was forced to kind of figure out what else I liked and what else I was good at and who I was without basketball. So for me, it really helped me like with my self-awareness and like figuring out other things that I like and other passions that I like. And one thing I'm proud of, that's really what got me started on creating an online business and creating another source of income and learning more about like financial literacy and how to build assets and stuff like that.
You was trading stocks all day, weren't you?
I wish. I was learning how to.
Listen, I learned I was using Cash App. And yeah, Cash App, you can trade on Cash App.
Bitcoin? I heard that.
Well, I did that separately. I did it through a different. You can do Bitcoin, I think, through Cash App as well. But you can trade like stocks, like like Nike or Adidas or whatever. Cash App. See?
Wow.
The more you know. But like early in the game, like somebody put me on the game and they were telling me, Moderna, because they're gonna have the vaccine, Johnson & Johnson, and Pfizer, DocuSign, because people are home working from home, so that might be something there. When you talk about that, like the date, that was something I learned on the fly, because it's like you hear about it, but you're so busy, you're not thinking about that.
Right. That's a lot of stuff in life.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to financial literacy. Like you hear it or you'll scroll past it and see somebody talking about it, but you don't really take the time to learn about it, and you end up in that same mindset, that same cycle, and end up with the same amount of money you started with 30 years ago and wonder why. And it's just it's an unfortunate cycle, but I really want our people to like come together and get out of it and teach each other and learn what financial literacy really is, so we can like build real generational wealth.
Driving out to Parker. Elbow jab. She's 8 for 9 from the floor.
Cheyenne is out there sounding like Nipsey Hussle right
now. Rest in peace again.
Tell me something. Going into the WNBA season, how different or how crazy is it to see Candace Parker in a different uniform?
Well, this is a sensitive subject because I would have loved to play with Candace. It was a really hard decision for me because it was like play with Candace and take less pay, or go soar your rings and become the all-star that you know you could be and get that check. Because Candace has always been a player I looked up to since she was in Tennessee, So man, yeah, it hurts. It really hurts. I'm hurt about
that. I would have
loved to play with her. It would have been really amazing. to do that. Yeah.
Is it weird for you as a player? I mean, like, you don't see NBA players in their regular season, like, they play for their respective teams, and then they're home chilling. I guess I really realized that when Love and Basketball happened, like when the character Monica was on the season, I was like, wait, doesn't she play in the WNBA? Like how are you playing for all these teams? It's almost like, right, for you guys, it's like, or for you ladies, it's like being a freelance writer. Like how interesting is it to like play for an on-season, like a regular season team, the WNBA, and then playing for like another team overseas? Like I'm imagining everybody doesn't have to do that, but for some of y'all do.
Most players do. It's a very select handful that don't. Players that already are financially stable for one, and players that are comfortable from other sources of income like endorsements or something like that. So very, very select few. But pretty much everybody gets over there to all different parts: China, Turkey, Russia, Korea, Europe. It's become normal. You know,
Okay.
I've been doing it since I was a rookie. Right after WNBA season rookie year, I went to China, and that was my first experience. And then the next season, I went to Turkey, and then the next season, I went back to China. The next season, Poland. Next season, Korea. Next season, China. Then France. So it's like it's always been, you know. So it's like, I guess normal. Like it's just become a norm, you know. But it's exhausting too. Like for example, this year I only signed for half the season. So right now, that's why I'm home, or I'd still be in France up until training camp. Like usually it's back to back, but this year I took a year off so I can train and get myself together for this transition that I'm making.
No, that's real. That's real. Where can people find more information about, obviously Instagram, but online, where can people find more information about everything that you have going on?
I have a website. Actually, I have two websites. But the main one is Born Queen Boutique. That's where you can find everything that I have for sale right now. It's bornqueenboutique.com.
NBA season so far this season, who you liking?
I just started watching since I've been home, and so far, I like Zion. I like Zion's team, and I like
Pelicans.
Yeah, the Pelicans. Thanks. And I like who else? I kind of like. I like Bradley Beal. I like his game too. I'm just now starting to watch NBA, so you have to bear with me with that.
No, you're good.
I do like the Lakers because I'm a LeBron fan, but they've been tripping. Anthony Davis is out, so it's kind of hard without him. But yeah, I'm just now getting into the NBA game.
Who is the WNBA's Anthony Davis?
Griner, probably.
Okay.
Just, she's the best shot blocker in the league. She's tall and long. I guess I would say Griner just because of the defensive shot blocking ability. Scoring wise, maybe Deladon. Maybe Deladon.
Who is the WNBA's Kyrie Irving?
Arike Agumake.
Really?
She's tough. That's one player I do enjoy. I enjoy playing against her. Like when she be cooking, she be sorry. Oh, I can't say that. Even when she do her little thing against us, I'd be like, damn, this girl. Like I enjoy it. Like it makes me play harder. You know, I make sure we beat them. But I enjoy playing against her because she's such a talented player. Like she'll make something so tough and you just be like, this girl crazy. Like I don't even know. I can't even say Kyrie. She remind me more of Kobe for real. Kyrie, Jewel Lloyd.
Do you ever wonder what the WNBA would be like today if Cheryl Swoops played in this era?
I don't know. It's so different now, man. We've developed so much. The game has developed. Even with the men, like I can't even say. I feel like it would just be different. She probably still would be a bucket though. she'd still be unrefusable, but it would just be a different type of game, I feel like.
In the movie Brown Sugar, they talk about more along the lines of when did you fall in love with hip hop? I'm curious from your perspective, what TV show were you watching? What player were you watching that made you fall in love with the game of basketball?
Love and Basketball was definitely one of the movies that made me fall in love with basketball and love. To this day, I'm sappy. I love love. But I would say I watched the Knicks growing up because of my dad and my brothers. So like just being around them and going like watching the games with them and stuff like that. That's what gave me the love for the game. Just being basketball, always being around, like watching He Got Game, movies like that, It definitely White Man Can't Jump, all those type of movies I grew up watching. So it was just destined to be. And then I grew up playing basketball with my brothers. So
when I saw Pat Connaughton on the Bucks come out during the slam dunk contest in Chicago with the Woody outfit on dunking, I was like, "Yo, I'm old." And I think that 90s era and the 2000s, you're a little younger than me, but like when you talk about the Knicks, I'm guessing you're not talking about Ewing Starks. You're talking more Sprewell,
Allen Houston, yeah. Correct. Sprewell, Allen Houston, yeah, them two. Yep.
Yeah. Before I let you go, 2 songs that get you hyped before a game.
I really love Meg. Meg get me hyped before a game. Like I listen to I ain't even gonna say specifically what songs, it really doesn't matter. Just the like the attitude, I guess, the mindset. It just puts me in this mindset like I can't be stopped. And I wish you would try to stop me because I'm coming for your head. I don't know how to explain it, but I definitely love you some Meg. Meg Thee Stallion. I'll play pretty much anything. Any of her hype songs, like top of the list songs. I like Cardi too. I'll play Cardi too. But something about me that I actually enjoy is like rhythm and beat. I like slow music. I like old school music. I'm an old soul. I love soul music. I can listen to that before I do listen to that before the game. Like when I'm getting ready for the game, I listen to that. But then once I'm like at the game, that's when I put on Meg and get in the zone.
You on that body, yada 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 yada. Was it something I said? Being in France, did you pick up the language?
Scoop B Radio.
Yes, I'm actually taking French class lessons with a gentleman that I met there. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna buy property there. I fell in love with it. I was in the south of France. Beautiful. If you don't know, go. The south of France is amazing. It's like a hidden gem. And I'm definitely going to buy it. I'm going to get something there because it's very profitable as well. I got the information on it. And it's a really great investment on the water. And I love the water. Something about me. Fun fact. I love the water. So I'm taking French lessons right now. And I'm trying to learn the language so that I could be more savvy with my decision making and everything like that.
I see you, player.
I gotta make my money work for me. I'm not making that much. I'm not making as much as these men out here.
But you diversifying your bonds. You're doing the modeling thing. You're doing the calendar thing. You're giving those firefighters in their calendar a run for their money. You're selling your own calendar. So I appreciate and I respect your grind, and I appreciate you spending your time talking with us today.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Here's the good news. I appreciate you too. You're off the hot seat.
Okay.
You are off the hot seat. I appreciate your time, man.
Yes, absolutely.
And this is Scoop B Radio saying, you bring the coffee and I'll bring the Dunkin'. Come on.